some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some.
Can't match my tribe. I don't know how he stay fly. My God, my vibe, more of a shrimp and a lobster guy. I may go check my.
Is there a moment that stands out for you as your favorite call?
Well, I mean, it was probably T-Wolves Gaming last year. You know, they were an expansion team. It looked like they were going nowhere as expansion teams go through the ups and downs of starting their first season. And next thing you know, they started on a winning streak. They're into the playoffs. They roll through the playoffs. They win the whole.
Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At shooting, Contavious Caldwell. At the other guard position, Alex Caruso. At power forward, Kyle Kuzma. At center, Anthony Davis. And the other forward position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting team's Frank Vogel.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him normally, now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, how
he
great
likes
is
it.
that?
Yeah.
And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Nets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point. And for Boston, we've got Kemba Walker. He's out there with Andre Robertson. Brown out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mobley in at the four-man position. In watching Jaylen Brown, sometimes, you know, Billy looks like a future star. Other times, he struggles. Now, he's only a couple years into this league, and I get that, but what do you think he needs to do to gain more consistency with his game?
I'm actually a huge Jaylen Brown fan. The last 4 months of the season, he became a really good two-way player. And I think the model for him potentially is Paul George, because he had a lot of the same checkpoints that Paul George did.
Great comparison.
Paul George is somebody that the first couple years of his career didn't go to the line very much, which I always like to look at to see, especially with a forward, if they're going to actually become a real scorer, you want those free throw attempts to be kind of in the 7, 8, 9 range. Jaylen Brown doesn't get to the line. But Paul George didn't either. And I think he's such a good athlete. He's a really smart basketball player. And I think he plays hard. I think that was a weird situation that he was in last year. And he was one of the only ones that got better as the year went along.
He plays hard. You saw something in his eye. I don't think he liked coming off the bench.
He didn't. I think he's really good.
And here are the Lakers, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Free throw good, James.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one misses.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now LeBron. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And Boston has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Brown. The kick out to Walker. 3-pointer. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Robertson can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. From deep, Walker gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually. 1984. Came back against the Lakers in the Kevin McHale clothesline game. Brought them back to the Garden for Game 5. It was so hot Kareem had to wear the oxygen mask. And then finished them off in Game 7.
Rambis was the recipient of that clothesline,
he
wasn't
was.
he? Yes.
And he deserved it. It's not like he didn't deserve it. But the Celtics were just tougher that year. I try to forget that the next year they came back and beat the Celtics.
Robertson the pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robertson. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got his second basket.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Outside, Walker, a 3-ball, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
You know, over the last couple of years, Walker has increased his three-point percentage. That sweet shooting stroke is now a lot more consistent.
Now here's LeBron, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Here's Kuzma. Inside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. It's stolen by Davis. Brown against LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 5.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Walker, following the basket by LeBron James. Walker. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Celtics trail by 8. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Walker, and it's blocked.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Now here's Walker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Birtle, the pass to Mobley. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Davis against Pirtle, and they double up Davis. Clock at 6, and the Lakers with another turnover here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it will be pivotal to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
he was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite.
Watch out now. It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. The Lakers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Down by 12. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on that. And the Celtics making a change here. Morris is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Celtics trail by 11. Passes to Brown. Back to Morris. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Robertson can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Kuzma kicks to Caruso. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Here's Caruso. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Curry subbed in for Alex Caruso. James looking around. Beyond the arc. Curry can't get it to go. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. You've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it, and then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hernan Gomez, and the shot goes down.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future, a charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Curry attacking. Here's Clarkson. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Celtics trail by 16. Morris looking over the floor. High, arcing shot.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers with possession here. It's an 18-point lead. From deep three-point range.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money, and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap. And you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team, and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team on?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something.
That was worth the price of admission. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Los Angeles foul call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Seth Curry. And McGee kicks to Clarkson. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morris pass to Hernan Gomez. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing a trip to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. It's good from about 19 feet. Clarkson's got 10 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Williams. A floater. Doesn't go that time. Nance with some nice D. Here's Watford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Adams finds Williams. On the wing, Morris. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. The rebound by Nance.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Clarkson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book
That's
that
a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
Oh, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's he's not playing, but he's
into it.
How to affect the game.
Good. Taking a look at the Lakers. Clarkson is out there with Cook. Then it's Nance. Then it's Anthony. And it's McGee in at the center position. Clarkson dishes to McGee. The feed to Nance. Over Williams. Second shot opportunity. McGee's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Hernan Gomez passes to Morris. Adams outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Clarkson hits the three-point bomb. Clarkson's got 13 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Walker's checked in for Boston. And the Lakers also making a switch. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 16. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden, it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Yeah, right. Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
Anthony Davis.
Here's Mobley, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Mobley's got his first points of the night.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Back to Anthony. Kuzma kicks to Anthony. Shoots over Brown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes in basketball so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they would tape delay in the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. And it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox
stuff
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours who don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
Stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
I'll set some
setter.
picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. Down low. James covering. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Shots good by Walker.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
James in the post. Brown on him. Davis finds James. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by James.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Here's Walker. He's got 12. Passes it to Mobley. Pass to Brown. From downtown, Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Caruso. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 21. And here's Walker. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
And he makes the first. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Seth Curry comes in for Caldwell Pope. Second free throw, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Cousins finds James. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
You give Brown some daylight, some room to operate, he pounces on it.
Here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. And Boston with the rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robertson kicks to Walker. Pirtle with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Knocks it loose. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Walker. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Walker with a clean look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 7 now in this quarter.
Watch out now, Walker. Always a threat to go solo spurt ability on you. Once he sinks a few, you know he's dialed in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Brown wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
James misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Robertson. Now here is Pirtle. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 4 to shoot. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
The pass to Caruso. And here is Cousins, guarded by Walker. Passes it to Caruso. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Rebound, Boston. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
1:57 left in the first half. And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
Walker the pass to Mobley. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. No good that time. Good D by LeBron.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you want.
I want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Clarkson against Morris. Gomez kicks to Adams. Trying to get something going. The shot will not fall. And it's the Lakers the other way. LeBron outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Adams against Curry. LeBron with the block. And he's able to get it back. Clarkson against Morris. Up top, Gomez. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Cousins. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to James. The Lakers working the ball around now. Watford, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, what was the area of emphasis for your team during the first half?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We buckling down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays. You know, challenging every possession counts, and we're doing that the first half.
I know you want to keep it going in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
They've got Jaylen Brown. Kemba Walker is out there with Robertson. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mobley in at the 4 slot. That's the Boston 5.
Watch Walker.
Outside, Walker. The pass to Brown. Looking to get back on track here. There's Walker with the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poeltl. And the Lakers turn it over again.
Boston ball.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
James in the post. He's covered by Brown. Here's Kuzma for 3. Caldwell Pope. Walker with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
James against Brown. On the wing, James. He's got 17. The shot that time, not on target. Now Boston takes it the other way. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. A rebound by the Lakers.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Outside, Walker. There's the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Kuzma. Poeltl with the steal. Now, here's Robertson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The shot's good from Robertson. Robertson's got 4 points this quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Brown against LeBron. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Pass to Caruso. Fires the 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Caruso's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now Walker, 15 points in the game. Brown feeling it out a bit. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Boston's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. And here's Walker. They double-team Walker. Brown. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Brown's got 7.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. From outside the arc, drills it from outside. 18 points for him.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Mobley. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, it feels like we're tallying every assist, every point, all part of LeBron's expansive legacy.
Walker surveying the floor. He dishes it to Brown. Robertson the pass to Brown. Here's Mobley, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Bounce pass from Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Lakers get it back. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
So both teams making some changes here. And now we'll look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. Anthony Davis, 3rd.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty.
That was a Hail Mary for sure. A long-distance bomb.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Brown.
Checking in for your Celtics. Juan Hernangomez.
The Lakers on D. Outside Williams. Misses the 3. The Lakers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the 3rd. Lakers working the ball around now, and Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
There's the pass to Adams. And Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Passes to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. It's deflected. Williams with the steal. Down low, here's Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Jacks up a 3. And it's Cook missing. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Williams, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
That one is off. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Lakers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Anthony kicks to Cook. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night. Adams, the pass to Williams. Outside Williams. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Left side Adams. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Caldwell Pope against Williams. Caldwell Pope dishes to Carmelo. The three. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Morris with the bucket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Cook, the pass to Davis. The dish to Anthony. Kicks it to Cook. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Back to Morris. Fires from the line. That's good on the jump shot. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Clarkson, and the Lakers turn it over again.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Curry's checked in for Cook. Adams taking his time here. Fades back. No good from Hernan Gomez.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure with as little...
Nance is special. How easy is it for him to make this spectacular look routine?
1:43 left in the third. Here's Morris. The shot comes out, and the Lakers take it the other way. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Nance. Now the pass to Curry. Morris against Clarkson. Over Williams. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. Nance with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Curry against Adams. Left side Williams. Morris outside, just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. The shot's good. Morris has got 11 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Adams' shot is off. Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's Watford, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
Get you some, just can't wait till I get me some. Yeah, man, just watch when I get me some. Yeah, get you some. Yeah.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got JaVale McGee. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Curry. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And here is Los Angeles now. Curry kicks to Clarkson. Back to Curry. Here's McGee. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Mark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Cousins kicks to Curry. Pass to Watford. It's tipped. Back to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams passes to Williams. The 19-foot shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here's Clarkson to the inside, to the wing right side. And again, the Lakers no good. Celtics have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's LeBron. No good again that time. Celtics trail by 21. Walker with it. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Pirtle against McGee. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso, guarded by Walker. LeBron outside. Passes it to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 6 assists in the game.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Up top, Walker. Inside, here's Brown, and he banks in the layup.
And, you know, you want to see Walker do more of this. Sharing the rock, getting his guys going, that's good stuff.
Lakers leading by 21. LeBron outside. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Brown, and James pulls it down.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Brown. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Out to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. The pass to Pirtle. Here's Mobley. Pass to Walker. Puts up a 3. Rebound the Lakers. James has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Caruso. Out to Kuzma. Shoots over Brown. Some solid defense from Brown. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Back to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shoots from 12. And it's Brown missing. Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. There's the lob to Brown. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
Celtics ball.
Several teams changing it up here. The Celtics shooting 43% from the field. Passes to Mobley. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. But he stays with it. Pass to Langford. The three. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Down low, here's Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Kept alive. Here's McGee. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team, and it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Here's Curry. That's tipped.
And looking engaged defensively. Langford showing he has what it takes to be a shot blocker.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The drive by Anthony. Basket counts. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. In the NBA, might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Here's Watford. He's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Watford, that's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And another basket for Boston.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here is Cook. And the pass to McGee. Here's Watford. From past the arc. But they get it back. And McGee kicks to Curry. Takes the 3. And it's Cook missing. Austin's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Tries again. And another shot. And it's finished off by Langford as he lays it in.
Able to follow through on the shot, even with the contact. Good concentration there by Langford.
Here's Cook. Rebounded by the Celtics. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Let's go. Langford misses. The Lakers shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And this is going to be repayment for the last game they played against one another. And this will be their last regular season matchup of the year. A nice job to even it at 1 apiece for the season series against the Celtics.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
And I just watched Romeo Langford. And guys, he looks the part in every way. Big, smooth, great change of direction, and he can flat out score.
He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 22. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
Like the edge Langford plays with, he enjoys taking on defenders and trying to finish through the contact.
Good on both. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Here is Cook. Outside for Curry. Anthony on the wing. Over Hernangomez. Shots good by Anthony.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all coach asked for, and we get that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.